right now.
Out of the big-time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. I said, there's nobody in boxing or fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
Mike Tyson has joined the list of those who see.
Mike Tyson is the latest to speak up after seeing how sharp Manny Pacquiao has looked in recent training clips. Tyson didn't sound like a guy reminiscing about the past or handing out compliments just because Pacquiao is a fellow legend. He was blunt and honest. He's still fast, Tyson said. He looks like the same Manny from back in the day. It's wild.
Barios is a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny. Don't worry about it. You know, Manny, for a lot of people, you are the greatest fighter in history, the only champion in 4 different decades. When you beat Barios, what does that say?
Oh, it's a big thing for me.
And congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, June. How are you, madam? Thank you.
Coming from Tyson, that kind of praise hits different. He knows firsthand how tough it is to age in the fight game. He's experienced long breaks and felt the physical changes himself. So, when Tyson says Pacquiao still looks dangerous, he's not just being nice. He's not hitting like an old guy. Tyson added, the speed, the footwork, the power, it's all still there. I think he shocks people. They don't understand how serious this is.
His comeback, he's coming back.
Yeah, thank you.
For the WBC title at 147.
Thank you so
I
much.
wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can he do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely.
That's a Mexican
Manny
brand. Quadra.
Pacquiao's
Oscar needs
he's a legend, you know.
some nice ones. Thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it. Yeah.
Pacquiao is now 46, and he's not stepping into a friendly exhibition. He's taking on Mario Barios, a 30-year-old who holds the WBC interim welterweight title. Barios didn't win it in a big fight, but he's younger, fresher, and has size on his side. That should make him the favorite, right? But Tyson, along with a few others who know the sport, sees it differently. He's not doing this for kicks, Tyson said. This guy wants to win again. Pacquiao has always said he'd only come back if he could really compete. The fact he chose Barios, not a retired name or some influencer, shows he's serious. Tyson's not the only one who sees that.
The exhibition he had with Akpo. Why do you think they're making a lot of it? They say he didn't look good.
That is a real exhibition for Manny in the last year. But this coming fight on July 19, this is a real fight. Yeah, this is a big fight.
So they're gonna see a different Manny.
Yeah. I promise, as a head coach, of course, all the team captains will work together with that. All the people, they have a comment that, you know, Manny is 46 years old, but I show you.
You know, Manny, people love him. He's
Paulie Malignaggi, a former two-division world champ turned analyst, didn't sugarcoat it. Honestly, I think Pacquiao can win this one, he said. Barios is probably the weakest champ at 147. Malignaggi thinks even a slightly faded Pacquiao has what it takes. Yeah, it's risky, he admitted, but if Manny's in shape and focused, this is the kind of guy he can beat. He made it clear he doesn't think Pacquiao is in his prime, but even a 70% or 80% version might be enough. It's all about legs and timing now, he said. If Manny's legs are still working and he can still fire off shots, he wins this.
100% disrespectful. This is a clown fight. This is a more clown fight than the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This is an outrage. People should be up in arms about this fight. This is so disrespectful. Barios loses this fight, he should quit boxing. You let Manny Pacquiao, an old dude who stopped boxing, and then you're his first fight back? You are disrespectful as a champ.
What makes this comeback even more interesting is how serious Pacquiao is treating it. This isn't the same guy who coasted through that light exhibition with DKU in 2022. Back then, he looked more like a politician staying active. Now, he looks like a fighter with a mission. reuniting with longtime coach Freddie Roach at Wildcard Gym says a lot. Roach, who's been with him since the early 2000s, said, "Manny looks great. He still has that speed. His footwork's sharp. We're taking it day by day, but so far it's all looking good."
Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do the little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are...
Chris Algieri, who fought Pacquiao back in 2014 and got knocked down 6 times, was also taken aback. "That doesn't look like an exhibition Manny," he said. "That looks like the guy who beat me. The speed, the balance, it's all there," Algieri noted. He's not tossing out compliments just to get attention. He's felt a fully locked-in Pacquiao up close. And from what he's seeing now, it's bringing back memories. "I've always said Manny's the best fighter I've ever faced," he added.
When you do the head boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that habit. You become a habit. When you start the boxing like...
Woo! The speed is still there. Woo!
Both Algieri and Malignaggi made a strong point. Barrios might not be the guy who can handle a sharp, active Pacquiao. Even today, Barios has shown vulnerability. He was dropped by Gervonta Davis and had a tough night against Keith Thurman. He won the interim title, but it wasn't in impressive fashion. Barios gets hit clean, Malignaggi said. He makes mistakes. And Manny's the last guy you want to mess up against. Juan Manuel Marquez, who fought Pacquiao 4 times and knocked him out in their final meeting, had a more cautious take. "Pacquiao doesn't have anything left to prove," he said. "But I get why he's coming back. Fighters are fighters. If he feels good, he has every right to go."
Barrios doing the everything but unifying with boots. Hey man, let me tell you, Barrios has always been the biggest fight, and now if he fights and beats Pacquiao, he's the bigger fight, you know? And I told y'all, I'm not gonna let y'all forget, I told y'all that I was told Barrios would be the last piece. He'd be the last piece, you know? He's gonna wait, just like Plant did, Barrios will. They already offered Barrios an offer to fight Norman, and he turned it down. They said they was busy, and obviously they was. Look, the Pacquiao news broke. So Barrios will be the last piece. They're gonna sell that belt to Boots and Eddie.
That view is common among retired champs. When a fighter's hunger is real, it's hard to ignore. But Marquez added a technical warning: reflexes matter. You can train all you want, look great on the mitts, but when real punches fly, does your body react like it used to? For Marquez, it's not about how Pacquiao looks now. It's about how he holds up after round 6. Manny needs to control the early rounds, he said. He's got to make Barrios think. If he starts getting pushed back, it's going to be tough. That lines up with what Algieri said. Manny is a rhythm fighter. If he finds that rhythm early, Barrios is in for a rough night.
Really, there's a thought. It's an absolute joke. I love Manny Pacquiao. Love everything about him. An all-time great in terms of what he's done previous, but that doesn't entitle you to just walk back in after 6 years and get a number 4 ranking with the WBC and fight for a world title. What about all the other guys that are waiting around? It's wrong. We seen Manny Pacquiao fight an exhibition against a kickboxer in his last fight, and kickboxers can't box, right? I've seen world champion kickboxers coming and sparring boxers.
One thing that makes Pacquiao dangerous is he never relied on being the bigger man. His whole career, he beat bigger guys with speed, movement, and nonstop pressure. Sure, those tools fade with age, but they don't vanish overnight. Even if he's 80% of what he used to be, as Malignaggi said, that's still a serious threat to someone like Barios, who doesn't have elite footwork or sharp reflexes. Ricky Hatton, who was knocked out by Pacquiao in 2009, was more critical. "I love Manny, I really do," Hatton said. But how's he getting a title shot after all this time? His issue isn't with Pacquiao's skill, it's with boxing politics. It makes headlines, sure. But what does it say about the sport? Titles should be earned, not handed out based on name.
To be honest with you, I mean, it just sort of like sums up the way boxing's going. these days. The WBC, I think, is for so many years has been known as the most respected out there. You know, the famous green belt. You know, what boxing just seems to turn a corner. You know, a 58-year-old Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao coming back, not just coming back after years of retirement, straight into the top 10 of the world rankings and fighting for the most prestigious belt of the WBC. It's unfair to the fight.
Still, even Hatton couldn't dismiss Pacquiao's ability. He's got the skills, Hatton said. I just worry about the body. He's not 36 anymore, he's 46. That's a big difference. And that's what makes this fight so compelling. Not because Pacquiao is chasing the past, but because he's trying to see how much he's really got left. This is a real fight against a younger guy who has something to lose. Boxing in 2025 is a different world. Tyson, who's training for a fight with Jake Paul, gets it. The sport's changed, Tyson said. But if I'm fighting and Manny's fighting, people tune in. I'm 58, he's 46, and we can still go. Today's older fighters want control over how they go out.
Out of nowhere, the WBC decides they want their welterweight champion, Mario Barios, to defend his belt against Manny Pacquiao. About 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But Manny's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, and yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt, and it was a terrible idea for him to do that.
For Pacquiao, this isn't about launching a comeback run. It's one fight, one title, one goal. Beating Barios won't make him a top pound-for-pound name again, but it would send a message. It would prove he didn't walk away. Because he had to, he left on top. Now he's choosing to return. Sure, there's risk. There's always risk. But if the people around him, those who've seen him up close, are right, then Barios could be in for more than he expected. Tyson said it best. He's still got it. Just watch.
D-Dubs, you're the boxing guy.
Man, why? I just want to know why. Why? Dog, you must be, the money must be funny. And this time, you know, you want to come back and you fight this young kid, and this kid, Barios.
Teddy Atlas is never one to sugarcoat things. When he talks about a fighter's future, he does. So, with years of experience watching how careers unravel, on his podcast, The Fight with Teddy Atlas, the Hall of Fame trainer didn't hold back about Pacquiao's situation. I'm really worried, Atlas said. I'm not trying to stop anyone from making money or doing what they love. But this is a great man who's done so much for his people, given them money, fought for them, lifted them up. And now, at 46, with 72 fights behind him, he's in a spot where he feels he has to fight.
Today, and Twitter, he says, in quote, I'm back, end quote. He also wrote on social media, he's added, let's make history, end quote. Now, Pacquiao, we're going to talk about his training a little bit, all the critical howl from the public about him coming back, and also what Roach, his trainer, might have to say. Pacquiao, guys, will break his own record as the oldest welterweight champ ever if he does pull it off. So what do you guys think about that?
For Atlas, it's not about questioning Pacquiao's heart or his greatness. He knows what Manny's done both inside and outside the ring. The issue is what time does to a fighter and how unforgiving boxing can be when you're no longer at your peak. Atlas remembered Pacquiao's last serious fight against Denis Ugas in 2021. He saw a slower, more hesitant Pacquiao who couldn't keep up for 12 rounds. Then came the exhibition with Rukia Anno in 2024, which didn't ease his concerns either. It was meant to be easy work, but even then, Pacquiao didn't move like the Manny we knew.